It's Friday. Yes, yes it is. Hey, listen, we're gonna have a great day. Wrapping up a great week of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Working, of course, continuing to work our solo drills. And during yesterday's Zoom class, we had a big discussion about doing the videos and separating them up. And we're gonna do that, all right? We're gonna take all these little solo drills, caption them off, make short little videos that everybody has access to. For those that have been working really super hard throughout this season, all right, the last 7 weeks. And then another week, yeah, about another week, we're gonna be back on the mats again. Very happy, it's Friday, and we get to be back on the mats. So we're looking forward to all that kind of good stuff. So hey, without any further ado, we're gonna go ahead and review this week. Remember we talked about on Monday, our 7 fundamental movements. We reviewed that in our Zoom class yesterday as well. And we talked about the bridge, talked about the hip escape, talked about the technical stand-up, talked about our overhead rolls, or rolls, should I say, just in general. We talked about our break falls, we talked about our shots and our sprawls, right? So we had 7 fundamental motions, fundamental movements of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And then we actually talked about the fact that we have 7 functional movements. There are a lot more functional movements, basically just solo drills, but we categorize them just as 7 functional movements because they all have to do with being able to move around somebody when they're on the back and being able to move your body around, whether it's standing or whether it's on the ground. So we're going to start out with those today, the remaining 4, because we did 3 on Wednesday. And if you guys remember, it was the Toriando knee pass where we go knee on belly. And then it was our half guard kick out pass where we come back around, bring the knee back in again. And then we talked about the knee on belly and about when somebody pushes, we step around. And we end up over here. Cool little dance move. Knee on belly, all right? So that's what we're gonna be kind of following up on that today. And then following up on our around the world drill, because the around the world drill was one of those movements. And so when we talk about that, we're talking about switching our base and being able to go in side control from position number 1 to 2 to 3 to north-south, kame shiogatame, you know, and so on and back and forth. And then we showed you guys how to be able to go, once I pass the guard, I get past there, change my base, all the way to Kazuri Keisagatame, which is position number 1 exactly. And then I come back to Munigatame and we have the Americana, all right? And then from there, we actually said, okay, well, what if we don't have the Americana? We can switch our base back to position number 3, where our hands over the head. We go to the mount, and then my hands are already in position to be able to get the Americana again. All right, Americana means what? Key lock, exactly, okay? So we're gonna review those items really fast, and then we're gonna go through and do our other 4 functional movements, and then show 1 sneaky submission for side control. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 40. All right, good on your backs. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. Good. Just warming up really quick, all right? Getting moving. Ready? And bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 30. Good job. All right. Here we go. Now remember, hey Levi, it was great to see you in class yesterday, okay? So Levi, Cruz, Owen, Adeline, all my little dragons there. and my level 1 students, just follow along. Again, we're just having these numbers put out there, kind of let you keep pace. If you're not able to keep up with the numbers, do not forget, just do what you can, be accurate, all right? But this is our hip escape that we've been doing since you started, okay? And so for some of you guys, that's not very long. Some of you guys, it's been a while. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick our hips up like we did in the bridge on the shoulder. That's our little pivot. And then we hip escape, bring our knee in, and then back to the other side, ready? And we're gonna do just 20 of those, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. That was the second functional movement, bridge, hip escape. Now we're going to go into technical sandwich. 1, taking our time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good job, okay? Now, from here, we're going to go into our break falls. All right, really fast, not from standing. We're just going to go back break fall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had to get an even number on each side. Now we're going to come up. Technical stand up to our knee. Overhead roll, okay? So we'll go straight here. Hands down, remember, straight over our head, right in the middle of our back. So right here, straight overhead roll. Now, back shoulder roll. Remember, I'm going to touch my ear to my shoulder, roll backwards. Ta-da! All right, now we're going to go shoulder roll. Now I bring my arm through. Don't put my hands down like this, like we did with the overhead roll. I turn, get my chin tucked, so I go over the shoulder, right here. We come up. Now let's touch our ear to the shoulder. Let's go back the way we came over this shoulder. Ta-da! Look at that, right? So we did bridge, hip escape, technical stand up, break fall, shoulder rolls. All right, overhead rolls, so on and so forth, right? So now our shots, okay? So we're gonna come up. Remember, let's move the feet a little bit. All right, watch it. Now, when I do my first shot, it's that penetration step, all right? Just like this here, okay? So I change into shot step. So we go in here, shot step, change the level, push forward. Ready? The other side, and shot step, change the level, and forward. Ready? Shot step, whoop, penetration, level change, and shoot. All right? One more time, and shoot. There you go. All right, now our sprawls, fast feet. Remember, our feet kick back. Hands go down, hips down, try looking up. Here, and then back up again. Ready? And go. Back up again, and go. And back. Nice, good job, right? So those are 7 fundamental motions. You should be kind of warm now, all right? Very cool. So now, we're gonna go in. We're just gonna practice for warm up again. Just review really quick. Remember, we were here. We talked about having the feet, boom, push, and come around to the side. And that was the first drill we did. Back and forth on the side. Second one was we were inside here. Push on the belt, post my leg, kick, wow, way up in the air. Bring the knee around. And now we're past into knee on belly, okay? The third one, while we're here in knee on belly, somebody takes a hand, they push up. Then I'm gonna come and I'm gonna step here and turn. And here we're back around knee on belly on this side. Walking around the head, okay? So now, let's talk about this here. I'm right here in top side control. And we did this about 3 weeks ago, where this person would come in. What would they do? Of course, they would hip escape, coming towards me, right? They would try to hip escape, boom, we try to get their guard back, okay? So when this happens, and they start to push and they frame, the cross face here, the cross face and framing like they're supposed to do, I would take my hand to do what? I'd wrap on their elbow, just like this here, and then from here, I would take and I would come around, put my hip on their head, then I would step back around this way, just like this. They would come here, now they're gonna hip escape towards me here. I would take this elbow right over the arm, back step around the head. See, now I still have the arm. This leg would slide through. And now I'm on the other side. So that's the next drill we're gonna do, all right? So you're just gonna grab the arm up here, take this elbow, grab their arm, back step, and around. Take the arm up, elbow over, back step, and around. Take the elbow over, hug their arm with the hand that's on the head. See, this hand would go under the head. I would let go, come around, hug it, put your elbow down on them here. Put the other hand down on the mat, back step, and around. They come here, this hand now goes on the mat so I can push off. See how my hand was here? And I back step now, and then I come, slide this leg inside. And again, up, here, switch, and around. Come up, here, switch, and around. Push, up, switch, and around. You don't necessarily have to put that hand on the mat, because if they're really pushing on you, you'll be able to move, right? With George here, I might have to put my hand on the mat just to help me get myself around, right? But most of the time, they're gonna be like, ugh, and I'm gonna be like, whoa, and they're gonna be like, ah, maybe, all right? Here we go, right? All right, we're gonna do 4 more now. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. Now, the 4th one, all right, that was actually the 4th one. The 5th one that we're doing is similar to this one, but it's if they are pushing down this way and I can't get my elbow over, can't trap that arm. All I'm gonna do is push on their head here, okay? So I take this hand and I push straight down on the head. Get a little closer so you can see. So they would usually frame, right? And the first one that we did was here, where I take my elbow like this. All right, but let's say they're pushing this way, or they're reaching over my arm. I'm just not able to get this arm the way I want to. I would push on this head here like this here. And then when I push on the head, I would take this leg, put my knee here, and now just turn over, all right? So now they turn and roll towards me. They might be pushing on my knee. I would take this hand and push on the head. I would take my leg here and step here, and now I put my knee down and turn over this way, okay? So again, get a little bit so you can actually see the full motion. I'm here, they push in, this arm's not available, so I push on the head and I step and then put my knee down here. And now see, I don't have to switch my base anymore. I'm already now in position number 1, okay? So they come in, they turn towards me, push, step, and switch. Now I'm in position number 1, okay? I can switch my base if I wanted to, but I don't have to, all right? They turn towards me, I push the head here, switch. What's really cool about this is I end up usually like with katakatami, like an arm triangle. All right, so let go. They turn towards me, push the head, step, and I end up in position 1. They turn towards me, step, position number 1. They turn towards me, push the head, step, position number one. Remember I put that knee down, okay? Turn towards me, push the head, step, put the knee down, position number one. Turn towards me, push the head down, step over, my knee's gonna drop, and a big old back step. It's gonna get me in position number one right there, okay? So now we're gonna do 4 again, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn towards me, step, back step. Turn towards me, push the head, step, back step. They turn towards me, push the head, put all my weight down. I'm pushing down on them. And back step. Controlling their head when they come. Here, push the head, push down hard, and back step. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Nice work, guys. Okay? Okay. So now, from here, let me fix my gi, sorry. Kind of combining the first one and the last one that we just did, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to walk around from the legs, just like this here, and from the side here, okay? And I'm going to step here, just like we did, and now I'm going to walk up here, put my knee down on the shoulder here, and then back step, and look at me. I'm in position number one again, and I've got the arm actually underneath sometimes, which is awesome because from here, when I pull the arm and my legs over the arm, I just get to go out to the side and, look, mom, arm bar, all right? If they move the arm, then you're just in position number one, okay? Let's do that in motion again. We're gonna step it down. Pretty simple. So I move the legs to the side, and I step, just like we did in the first one. I step and bring my knee forward. See how that knee's forward? I can go knee on belly, but sometimes they'll start pushing right away. They'll take this hand, they'll start hip escaping, pushing against me, and I can't go to knee on belly, so I'm gonna step with this leg here, just like this here, almost like when we go to the reverse knee on belly, but we're just combining these motions. I come here and I'm gonna put my knee next to their shoulder here, and then back step. So I go here, drop, and back step. Now I'm in position number one. So let's look at it this way now. It looks confusing, but it's really not, all right? We're here. I'm gonna move to the side here like this here. I step, bring the knee forward, right? I would go knee on belly, or I go to side control here, all right? Not a problem, but let's say they push and start pushing against me and hip escape and start doing what they're supposed to do. I will take this leg and I will step here. It's where I can't get all the way around to turn the knee on belly on this side, all right? Because they're moving pretty good, right? So I would take my foot, step, my knee's gonna drop to the shoulder now, here, and then back step. Now I drop my position, and I'm in position number one because of a case of katami. Okay? So let's go this way now, so you can kind of see from the back angle. My back will be facing you. Not trying to be disrespectful. Huh? You see? Nice, very good. So I'll take the legs, move them to the side, step to the side, all of a sudden you see the legs, right? Now I'll take this knee up here, just like this here. They would turn towards me, like this here, to stop me from coming. So I'll step around. I'm gonna put my knee down next to their shoulder there, and then I'm gonna turn myself a big back step like we just did here, and now I'm in position number one. Got it? So let's go again. Ready? I'm going to go to the side, move the legs to the side. I'm going to step forward. Actually, let's go this way because I think I went there. So I step to the side, My knee comes forward, they would turn towards me. I step here to their head, my knee goes down, and back step. All right, so now we're going to drill it, but I'm going to be facing you the whole time now, okay? Ready? I'm going to go on this side over here. Move, step, step. Here, drop your knee, and back step. Back up again. I'm going to go to the other side now. Move the legs, step. Step around, put my knee down, and back step. Back up again. Now the other side. Go this way. Move, step, step. Come around, knee, back step. Now going this way. Ready? Legs, I step, knee, come around, put your knee down, and back step. Go this way, taking your time. Go through, step, change the level. This knee's going to go all the way to the head. Over, 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 down, next to the shoulder, and now a big old back step. You swing that leg all the way around until we're back in position number one on the other side. I'm going to come around this way over here. Move, change, step, 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 knee comes down, and back step. A little faster now. Ready, step, step, knee, back step. The other side. Step, step, knee, back step. Four more now, okay? Try to follow along. We're going 1, 2, 3, and 4. Legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. This can also work if I'm just right here and they've turned towards me here, all right? Now to the head, I'm like here. I would just drop my knee down. Whoop. I don't have to go from the legs. I'd be right here. I'd be working. And I would just drop my knee down here and back step, just like that, right? That little dropping of your weight into a back step is really important from no matter where you are, because it drops your hips down and gets your hips on top of them and allows you to change your position properly, okay? And you end up in a good position there. If you noticed, each of the drills that we've done so far is that we've been working the back step, right? Whether it's using my elbow to pinch their arm and control and back step, or I take that one step and push the head, take the step and then back step, or standing up, coming around with the back step. All right, those things, okay? Last one we're gonna do from right here, okay? I'm in Kazuri Keisakatami now, from side control, all right? Now I've moved my position. Remember, Kazuri Keisakatami, I'm grabbing the arm, live toes, facing, all right? Position number what? Position number 1, right? Controlling the arm on this side, shoulder, so on and so forth, okay? On this one, I'm gonna pull this elbow like we did when we switched our base. I come forward like this here, all right? And I'm gonna act like I'm going to position number 2, Monogatami, whatever, okay? But instead of that, I'm gonna come here, and then I'm gonna push the arm and step over, just like that there, all right? So it's almost like we end up in an S mount. So we're here, I'm gonna go 1 and 2. Just like that, all right? So the arm's up here. Usually the arm would come up underneath because that's where the friend would put the arm. So then we come here and we walk. And we have an arm lock right here, okay? Right there. So on the other side now, position number 1. The cool thing about George is you can sit on him just like you always want to do with your partners. But it's not kind to sit on your partners. George don't care. All right, Inochi buddy, he's like, I'm your buddy, man, I'm here for you. All right, so I come here, and I switch my base here like this. Then I come back, push the arm down, and this leg now is going to come in a big step on top, just like this here. All right, and then we walk, squeeze our knees, and we have that arm lock right here. Or we could just sit right here, and then we can come off even to the side with the arm lock, or we could just, like I said, stay on top in that S mount. Right? It's a nice little way to set up an attack. Sorry, George, didn't mean to roll all over you. Okay? Here we go. This one's a little advanced, so all my little ones, level 1 little dragons, and even some of my beginners, just kind of do the best you can. Have fun with this though, because again, just remember I'm right here, because every case of time I'm like, hey, I'm going to advance, I'm going to change my position on you. Whoa! And then they're going to say, what are you doing? I'm going to say, I'm just joking. Here, just like that, and then step over. And now I go to the other side. And here, position number 1. So like if I was doing my around the world drills, I would be right here. Modified 2, I would come around, move, step, and step. Just like that, all right? So as a matter of fact, let's kind of now add that. That would be a really cool addition, okay? So you can, of course, always do what you want with these drills, play with them, but try to make sure that they're done properly and accurately. That's important, okay? So let's start in position number 2, modified. Right here, remember this? Because we're going to be here in a second. Let's switch our base, stretch the legs. Position number 1. Now I'm going to step over. Now I'm going to push down and step up and over their head. See that? That's where I'm at. I have the arm right here. Then if I wanted to get the arm locked, see the head's right here, come under their head like this, squeeze my knees together, roll this way, and now I've got the arm lock on this side while I'm sitting up on top. Very uncomfortable, okay? So we're gonna do just 2, okay? We're gonna go 1 on one side, 1 on the other side, and then we'll move on to our class, all right? So modify 2, right here, switch your base, position 1, step, push, and step. Pull, and let's go arm lock this way. Oh, nice. Go back over here. Now on the other side, give me just a second. My towels coming a little loose with George there. There we go, got them fixed. All right, so now we're back in position number 2, modified, right here. Good, switch our base. Position 1, step, push, step, up, arm lock right there. Fun stuff, yeah? Coolio. All right, good. So now moving on, I'm not going to be much longer. Remember our drill, we were here, just like this. And what do? We drop the foot, open the gate, switch the base, then we took a step over, then we did our back step, then we came back around, and we went to the other side. Or we brought the knees in, came out, stepped through, stepped over, we went to the mount, right? And then we come back, it's our back step off the mount. Then we come back, bring our knees in, or we can just leave one knee, all right? Remember that little drill? Call it switch our base drill, sweeping the mat drill, all right? So that's a drill we started with because we worked with Bob here, okay? George here, sorry. Don't mean to keep insulting George. Because Bob, like I said, has no legs, no arms. George is more advanced, he just doesn't smile much. All right, so we're here. Remember, I'm here, controlling. It's like I'm giving myself a salute on this arm because I'm controlling the elbow on this side, this thumbs up, and my shoulders down in his face, squeezing this arm over here because I want it trapped. See, my leg is right here, so his arm's resting on my leg and my elbow comes underneath the head so his arm can't get out of there, okay? So we're inside here. So from here, we're gonna switch our base to position number 1. So we stretch the legs, open the gate on this side, this hand goes back, grabs this arm right under the armpit, and then my leg slides through, and now I'm in Kazuri Keisugatami. See, I have this and I have this. We did this here, and then I stepped over. We would just do and finish up the drill we just did, all right? We go into what's called like a modified S now. We're not worried about that right now because from here now, I'm gonna pull this arm up. If I was doing my drill around the world drill, I would go back to position number 2, modified. I'm not worried about that today because what we were working is this here, where I pull this up, step like we did in that last drill we just did, but now I'm just gonna fully commit to switching my base. So I bring this leg through, this knee comes forward, this hand now comes and I push on his head right next to his shoulder, all right, and his neck, and then I bring my other knee forward, call this position Munigatami. I'm trying to drive my elbows and my knees together. But from here, I would grab this arm, take my hand through, grip, elbows down, reverse motorcycle, and Americana, all right? If in fact, I didn't want to do that, or I couldn't find the arm on the way around, I would just continue switching my base. We're here, just like this, stretch out, change, bring this up, Munigatami, switch my base all the way now. Now you notice that my back is facing you, his arm is here, and his head is behind me, and my shoulder's over his head, so he can't see. This arm's behind me too. There's no way he can grab, nothing like that, but even if he does, he's got long arms, sometimes he could, but very rarely. It doesn't matter, because I'm gonna grab this knee over here with this hand, pull the knee, take a big step over, don't let go of the knee until I drop this knee down. And then I take this leg, this one that's over here. See my foot swaying around here? And I hook his leg on the other side behind the knee. This hand's under the arm. This hand grabs the wrist. This hand grabs my own wrist. Reverse motorcycle, shove my elbow in. Remember, we're doing this motion here like this. I reverse motorcycle, come inside my knee, and then I'll start lifting my elbow. And then that's where the Americana happens on the arm. The Americana is doing this like, all right? Really, really, really good submission, good control position. Americana means key lock, okay? All right, cool. All right, so now, the next technique, that was a good review, all right? So I want you guys to remember you should have drilled that like crazy on Monday and Wednesday, all right? Take some time if you want to. I would if I were you. And review that, okay? Review that whole sequence, because that sequence right there, man, when I'm passing the guard and I want to work to get around there, right? And I've just passed the guard and I come here, back step, and now I'm ready to switch my base again. From here, watch how fast this goes. I go here, 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 and here. And I'm like, I already got an Americana or the mount, all right? And that's a really cool sequence if you can really do it right and take advantage of the motion and movement of the control position and your friend not really understanding what you're doing, all right? So it's a cool way to be able to pass the guard, to find the submission if you can get it, but maintaining control the whole time, which is super important. You haven't lost control at all, okay? So that's a really nice little sequence. Okay, what we're doing today, Evan said it yesterday, okay? Because he answered the question. Kata, Juji, Jimmy, half cross collar choke. This hand, when I do half cross collar choke, one hand is flat up inside the lapel, and the other hand is over the top, not inside the lapel. I'm just grabbing the top of the gi like this, and I'm doing this here, all right? Take this hand, turn the wrist like that. This hand does this, all right? So if you look, this hand would go inside the lapel and grip. This hand would go over the top of the lapel and grip. And I would do this motion like this here, okay? So half cross choke is this hand. It's going to go inside the lapel like this here. This hand goes over the lapel like this here. Sorry, let me see if I can block some of this light out. I go here and I grip, and then I do this motion like this. And I squeeze, squeeze. See, I'm turning this wrist like this, and this hand is doing this here, like that, just like that. Boom. See how tight all of a sudden it's getting? See how the pillow's like, ugh! That's what we're doing, okay? So we're doing that down here. Okay? The way I do this now is I take this hand, and I'll detail this in a second. We're in position number 2. All I'm going to do in this here is I'm going to come here and I'm going to switch my base like this. And I stretch this leg out. Okay? So we're here like this here. Modify 2. The leg that's next to his belt is the leg that stretches. And I lay my hip down on top of his hip, just like this here, right? The other knee is way up, all right? Still controlling this arm. So let's go from this side so you can see. Here, and now I stretch the other leg. Notice how now I'm able to look up really good because my hip is what's controlling. I'm still controlling this arm here, just like this here, all right? Now all I do is I go live toes, just like this, live toes, and I push my shoulder down into George. This hand lets go right here. It no longer does anything. And now all I do is I take my hand, lay it on top, and then I sit on my elbow. And my elbow sits right on George as I get my hand inside the collar on this side. All right, so I'm doing this right here. And I'll detail this in a second, okay? Now from here, now I just take this hand and I grab the collar like this here, and I open my elbow just like this, and now I drive myself down, and we have a cross collar choke, half cross choke, okay? So if I'm here, I can also take this hand and go over the top and go inside and grip and come in. That's the option too, if I can't get my arm around his head. But all of my weight right now is right on top of my friend, all right? And my elbows driving into the sternum, and it is like, ugh. All right? But I've got a lot of control right here. That's why we're able to do this technique, okay? So one more time, and then we'll switch over and show the detail. We're here in Modify 2. This knee stays forward, the other knee stretches out. Stretch it out, my hip drops down. Now I drive this shoulder, this one, into his face to get this hand to come up. Now I pop this hand out and I pop it in, and I put my elbow inside. As I get my elbow down on him, here like this, I want to take this hand and go inside the lapel at the same time. So we're here, all right? And then this hand is going to either come over the top like this, or to come over and go inside and grip. And then I'm going to go lay straight down. Half cross collar choke. All right, so look at this detail here, and then I'm going to give you the opportunity to go drill this technique. Hey, how you doing? Cool. So look, this again, when I'm here in Modify 2, this is what I'm talking about. All right, this knee and this elbow being together on this side, trapping this arm. See this arm here? It's like stuck inside here, okay? And that's what you want, all right? My shoulders all the way down, both hands are up. Remember we talked about this position, okay? When I switch my base for this choke, this knee stays here, okay? So we're here like this here. My hips are down just like this here, and all I'm gonna do is here, and I'm gonna take this leg, stretch that leg out, right there. See, when I do that, I don't come up at all. My hips just drop all the way down, and I'm controlling, all right? It's important. So watch from this angle here. When I'm here, see my hips, they're down. So when I drop this knee out, this one over here, my hips stay down, and that really puts a lot of weight on my friend here. Now, when the second motion here is I take and go live toes with both of my feet to drop my shoulder like this. Now my hips come up a little bit because I rock just a little bit to put pressure on his face here. And I'm not looking at him like this, I would be looking this way, like this here, okay? Just want to show that detail to you. So now from this side here, I'm here, and I stretch the leg. Now I go forward, and this hand is going to come out, right? I'm not going to pop it way up in the air, I'm just sliding it out, right? So I'm here, I slide it out, and I sneak it in, and drop down, just like this. Now look what happened here. I have my elbow on top, and my hand is inside this lapel. I slid it in, whoo, just like this here. And then I put my weight down. See, all of a sudden, change, all right? So we're here, here, and I put my weight, and all my weight now is on my friend. And they're like, oh, and that's what we want right here, okay? So looking from this direction here so you can see it. We're here just like this here. And now I switch, go forward, my hand comes out, slide inside, and drop down. So now, look at this hand. See where I did it? Got this grip right here, inside, all right? Elbow is on top of my friend, just like this here. And I'm laying down, just like that, okay? This hand now, it's under the head. I would put my thumb in the lapel, come over the top while I'm laying. Kind of hard sometimes to do that, but you can, okay? Or I will take my hand off and go over the top and grip, and then come forward, finish that half cross collar trick. So from this angle here, so you can get a better view of it here, we're right here. Modified 2, just like this, stretch, weight forward, hand comes out, inside, drop my elbow, this hand can come here, over the top, grip, and then I go forward. Just like this here, all right? And it's a half cross collar choke. See here on this side, this hand's on this side, gripping here. I can also do this here, and come over and drop right there. All right, so I want you guys to take a few moments, go drill this as much as you can, get familiar with it, and you guys have seen, most of y'all have seen this before, except for, of course, if you're new, you haven't. But the half cross collar choke from side control. We'll be right back. All right, now that you've seen the detail, take a few moments, go drill, 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 work it, work it, work it. I would like you guys to probably do 10 at least of those, all right? Or put the timer on and do probably about 10 minutes worth of drilling. If you can get one each minute, that'd be awesome, all right? You can work with each other if you guys got family, all right? So Zach and Tori, you guys will be choking each other out, all right? With parental supervision, of course. All right? If your mom and dad want to work with you, that'd be cool too, all right? But if you want to work with George or your Inochi buddy, or if you have siblings, you guys work together, drill that, and then we'll be right back. Make sure you come back and watch the end of the video, all right? All right, everybody. Hey, great classes this week. All right, side control sequence, really important. I want you guys to keep working that, keep drilling, around the world drill. Our 7 fundamental motions of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, 7 functional movements that we have. All of those are about controlling the top position, okay? And of course, keep training, keep working. All this stuff's really important for you to keep moving forward. Next week, we'll probably be standing back up again, working some of our combination strikes, kata, things of that nature, and finishing up some of those things. And so it's gonna be a fun week next week too, okay? The 18th, is we're looking forward to seeing everybody on the 18th. That's what's important, all right? And so when we come back, make sure you pay attention to some of the stuff that's going to be sent out as far as, not some, all the stuff that's being sent out in our emails, because in our emails it's going to be very specific instructions about what is going to be required in order for us to be able to open back up at the academy, all right? We talked about that always, that, hey, you know, we want to be as safe as possible. We always maintain that standard of excellence at the academy. We're just taking it up a notch just a little bit as far as like some of our guidelines, protocols for ensuring that everybody's peace of mind is saying, hey, Inochi Mixed Martial Arts, even though we know they're excellent, now we know they're really, 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 really going above and beyond to make sure that we are going to come back in a safe, clean environment, all that kind of good stuff, and do everything we can to avoid the catching any of the sicknesses and stuff like that that goes around. And understanding, though, again, like we always say, that life, to live life, it's a risk involved in living life, all right? There's a challenge involved, but that's why we grow. That's how we become better. That's how we become stronger in everything that we do, all right? The only way to avoid any risk or challenges in life is to stay home. And then even then, there's a lot of other challenges that are introduced that way that we don't realize that we are actually introducing into our life, all right? But in order to get from a destination, just to be able to go out and enjoy life and go to the store even, all right? Just drive in the country. You know, there's thousands upon thousands of people on the road. They have to make up their own mind what they want to do, and we're kind of subject to their decisions. But if everybody does what they're supposed to do, stays within those lines that we see, the yellow and the white lines, speed limit signs, pay attention, all that stuff, and do what we're supposed to do when we pass our driving test, then we should be okay, right? All right. But there's always that risk, and so that's the challenge of life. That's the excitement of life, that we get to overcome these things and be able to say, hey, I overcame. I made up my mind to stay in this situation and to fight my way through it and to get on the other side of it. And now because we got over it, because of those challenges, I'm a much stronger, wiser, better individual, okay? So we're looking forward to this transition back on the mats. We want to see you, all right, on the 18th. That's the first day, and then of course we're going to have probably a little bit of a schedule change. We'll let everybody know what that is, because we have to have a limited number of people on the mats at the same time. You have to reserve your classes, that kind of stuff. But it's going to be a fun time. I look forward to seeing everybody's face smiling in person, talk to you in person. And I know Micah was talking about that yesterday in our Zoom class. It's like, man, I like the technique of the Google class. And the Google class, we show a lot of drills and stuff like that, but just being able to talk to people and see you and interact, I like the Zoom class better because of that. And that is a true statement, all right? And like right now, I am just talking away because I don't have anybody else talk back to me. George doesn't talk. Look, there's no mouth, all right? And so I am very used to and accustomed to getting feedback and getting seeing people's faces to see if what I'm saying is registering and stuff like that. And so I tend to have a tendency, of course, that was redundant. I have a tendency to really kind of drive a point home and just keep reiterating points and talking because I feel like I need to get my point across so everybody understands that. And if I don't see that feedback that's immediate right away, then I keep talking, all right? So that's one of the things I worked through, and I've worked through my whole life. Can you believe I used to talk more than this? I did. So anyway, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the mat, getting your feedback right away. But you know what? You can leave your feedback on our Google form, all right? At the end of the Google class, at the bottom, you can comment or type a little comment in there. And Emma and Ava always got something cool to say. Cohen's got a smiley face he posts all the time. Andrew's always saying thank you, and I appreciate that. Hayden's saying, great class. Pablo's like, man, happy Wednesday. And that's awesome. I appreciate all that feedback that everybody's given, all right, and across the board. So I appreciate you guys. Keep up the hard work. One more week online, and then we'll talk about how we make that transition. We'll have some stuff that's online still, but then keep moving, all right? Hey, have a great weekend, but also don't forget, live life on purpose and never quit.